at American Coastal Insurance, ticker ACIC, and see a huge hurricane risk. But lately, they've been posting some strong numbers, improving their reinsurance, and paying special dividends. Is this recent turnaround story sustainable for the next 10 years? Or is climate change going to catch up with them? I'm going to walk you through the full picture and share what I really think about this stock in 2026. Let's talk about it. Now, if you guys don't know what American Coastal Insurance is, it's pretty much a property and casualty insurance company based in Florida. They mainly insure homes and commercial buildings in coastal areas that are exposed to hurricanes and big storms. It's a high risk, high reward type of insurance business. Today, I'm going to walk you through the key numbers, my own position in the stock, and my honest, balanced thoughts on whether this one makes sense right now. And with that being said, if you enjoy these type of breakdowns, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And before we dive in, if you haven't started investing yet and don't know how, use my Robinhood link down in the description. You get a free stock when you sign up and you don't have to put any money down, and it's actually a really great way to get started. That's how I got started. My roommate in college actually shared the link to me, and then I began investing. It's something that I've always wanted to do since I was in high school, but I just didn't know how. So take advantage of that. And also, if you're into crypto, you should check out my Coinbase link down in the description. You get free Bitcoin when you put in $5 or more, and it also helps support the channel. And with that, let's get into the video. So what exactly is American Coastal Insurance and what do they actually do? They're a St. Petersburg, Florida-based property and casualty insurer that specializes in insuring homes and commercial buildings in the coastal areas that are highly exposed to hurricanes and big storms. They were founded back in 2007, and they used to actually be called the United Insurance Holdings before they rebranded in 2023. In 2025, they had a strong year with $335 million in revenue and over $106 million in net income. Instead of the regular quarterly dividends that they've been paying out previously, they began paying special dividends like 50 cents per share back in 2025, and they actually bumped it up to 75 cents per share this January of this year. The big obvious risk is that they're heavily concentrated in Florida, and if you know anything about Florida, they just get hurricanes every September. One bad hurricane season can cause a massive claims and swing their results dramatically. It's a high risk, high reward insurance business in one of the most volatile insurance markets in the country. So let's look at the actual numbers on American Coastal Insurance. The company has a market cap of $506 million right now, which is not relatively large, but it also isn't pretty small. The stock right now currently trades at about $10.45. Based on the Robinhood data, it looks like the stock was at $4.60 back in 2008, and that's the earliest that I could find on Robinhood. I think I was able to find something back in 2007, but since 2008, it has gained about 127%, and the all-time high on this was at $24 back in January in 2015. They don't pay a regular quarterly dividend like they used to. Like when I started investing, they were paying a quarterly dividend, but they've been paying special dividends, as I mentioned, 50 cents back in January of 2025 and 75 cents of this year, January 2026. Beta is at negative 0.52, which is unusual, and it honestly just means that it doesn't really move with the overall market, which makes sense since basically their stock price is heavily influenced on storms. So now the big question here is American Coastal Insurance worth investing in? Well, let's talk about the pros and cons and then my take. So on the good side, they did have a really strong year in 2025 with solid revenue growth, good profitability, and they began paying special dividends. The business is in a high demand area, which is Florida, and Florida always need insurance with all those storms. They've shown that they can manage risk and deliver good returns when things go right. On the not so good side, this is a high risk stock. They're heavily concentrated in the hurricane region, and one bad storm season can wipe out their profits fast. Insurance insurance costs can fluctuate and securing backup insurance gets pricier. And not to mention the changing state laws that add pressure as well. Now let's talk about my take. I think this stock is sort of just a mixed bag. On the one hand, it can have a great year if things go right, but the company also operates in Florida, which makes it hard to avoid the storm-related disasters that always eats up their profits when push comes to shove. I don't think this stock is a massive sell type of stock, but I personally see this more of a stock where you just dollar cost average in. It has been able to survive for like over 15 years and it had ups and downs, but let me mention, and honestly, if you look at the chart, it doesn't seem like it's growing, but it has been growing within the last 5 years, which is really good, but I don't know when the next crash will come. So honestly, I'm not telling you guys you should buy in on this stock when it dips, but I'm also not saying that you should sell it, so don't take any of this as financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube or Rumble. If you're watching on there, shout out to you guys. But always do your own research. Alright, that's my full honest take on American Coastal Insurance. Comment down below what stock you guys would like for me to cover next. And if this video helped you guys understand American Coastal Insurance better or gave you something to think about, hit the like button, subscribe so you guys don't miss the next one. And also, if you haven't checked out my last video that I did on Horizon Bank, make sure to check that out. The link should be right here, but we'll see where it actually is. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.